So, da sind wir wieder. Do not take this cat home. Das letzte Mal haben wir das Standard-Ending 0, das Ending 7 und 8, glaube ich, erreicht. 7 war ja, dass wir die Katze gestreichelt haben und gestreichelt haben und gestreichelt haben. Bis sie uns natürlich die Hand abgehackt hat. Okay, sie hat uns die Hand abgehackt, weil wir sie nicht mehr gestreichelt haben. Und Ending 8, wo wir der Katze Thunfisch gegeben haben und sie darauf diese giftigen Mini-Fischis ausgerülpst hat. Dann fangen wir mal wieder an. So, Tuna war das letzte Mal, geben wir diesmal Meatloaf. Loaf. Alter, was atmet mir hier so ins Ohr? Ach du Scheiße. Hoho. Scheint die normale Hintergrundmusik zu sein. You get the feeling the cat won't be too impressed with anything that comes out of a can. And you're not about to feed it whatever the heck that toxic looking sludge is. So it's settled. A tuna sandwich for you and leftover meatloaf for your feline guest. You ignore the cat's disappointed meows as you put the weird container back in the fridge to dispose of later. You warm up the meatloaf in the microwave. That. Oh! Guten Morgen. You place the now warm meatloaf on the saucer next to the cat on the counter. You don't think you should be encouraging it to eat up there, but you figure it will make up for electing not to feed it the toxic goop it wanted. The cat looks like it finds the meatloaf interesting. Rocks for you? Eat up, kitty. As the cat digs into its meal, you go about searching for some bread for your tuna sandwich. You're so distracted by your search that you only just barely hear splat. You turn around and see that the meatloaf has only one, maybe 2 bites taken out of it. But more alarmingly, there seems to be a red trail of something leading away from where the cat had been sitting and off the edge of the counter towards the living room. Is that blood? You jump at the strange sound coming from around the corner, further into your apartment. You attempt to steal your nerves. Taking a breath, you walk around the counter to head into the living room. Splat! You stepped in something warm and wet and red. You resist the urge to vomit and step away from the trail of. You follow the train to the living room and see that it leads into the hall. It's getting louder. It's definitely in the hall. You feel like you can hear your heartbeat. Ja, kann ich. You hope whatever is in the hall can't. Your body shakes as you feel yourself step forward and forward and forward and forward. You peek around the corner. Huh? Nothing. There's nothing there. What? You walk further into the hall and see that the trail leads all the way down to the end of it. But there's nothing there. You don't quite feel relief, but at least you feel something wet and warm drip onto your cheek. Ja, es ist an der Decke, ne? Something very warm. You swipe your shaking hand across it and pull it back to see your fingers covered in something. Ow! You look up and see what can only be described as meat. The entire ceiling of the hallway is covered in a thick, undulating, writhing layer of pulsing meat. Alter! Was ist das bitte? At its center is a single glowing eyeball, frantically rolling around in every direction. Ich habe hier mit vielen gerechnet, was jetzt mit der Katze passieren wird, aber nicht, dass sie sich in... Okay, es war ein Meatloaf. It's meat now. I can understand. Until it lands squarely on you. You try to take a step back, desperate to escape the hallway, to escape this thing. But before you can even scream, immediate tendrils shoot out and grab you. No! Let me go! They pull you up and up into a pair of slowly opening jaws. And then jump. Nom. Ending 9. Leftovers. Wir hätten die Katze nicht mehr nach Hause nehmen sollen. So, jetzt haben wir ja noch das Mystery Food. Is this really a good idea? Für die Katze scheinbar schon. Ah, fine I guess, if this is what you want. You open the container and... Oh, da kommt's mir selber auch. You just barely manage to keep from throwing up, but just barely. The stench is overwhelming. Oh, zum Glück gibt's noch keine Technik, die mich das riechen lässt. Yeah, give me a minute. You hazard a look at the contents of the container, but you honestly can't understand what you're supposed to be looking at. Everything is just meshed together. What exactly everything consists of is a mystery you're more than happy to keep unsolved. Different shapes, different sizes, different textures. Not the color though. All of it is the same color. The most unfortunate looking shade of grey you've ever seen. Tinted with a nauseatingly wet cream film over the top. Alter, mir war gerade nicht übel. Oh, danke, dass es weg ist. Am I supposed to warm it up, or you don't really know how to serve it? Any utensil you plate that touch it is getting thrown out immediately. No exceptions. Your hands are going to be scrubbed with soap and hot water to within an inch of their lives after this. You decide against putting this crap in your microwave. You doubt it would taste or smell any better warm. Not wanting to hold it anymore, you shake your head and practically toss the container next to the cat on the counter. The cat enthusiastically dives for the toxic-looking sludge, sniffing it as if savoring the scent. You turn to the fridge and closet. You've lost your appetite. You're about to head to the bathroom to wash your hands for the next hour or so when... Monster. Ow! The fuck? A sharp pain on your foot causes you to stumble. You catch yourself on the kitchen sink and look down to see that the tip of your sock is red. And the red is still slowly spraying to the rest of your sock. Are you bleeding? You quickly reach down and pull your sock off to see the damage. Was? Ist dieser komische Mietcontainer mit uns verbunden? Also je mehr die davon ist, desto mehr ist die von uns. Your middle toe is gone. It's just gone. Just a stump is left in its place. It's just is steadily leaking blood under the floor. You clumsily step back as if it would help you get away from what you were seeing. The blood trace simply froze your movements. 911. You have to call 911. Phone, where's the... Your tongue is... What's happening to me? You slowly look out to find the cat still eating, completely unbothered by your suffering. Not bothering to try and stop the blood from your dribbling out of your mouth. You keep watching in a daze as the cat happily chews at a gross piece of... Wait, that's... You look more closely at the mystery food in the cat's jaws. It looks vaguely familiar. It looks like a tongue. Before you can even think to do anything to stop it, the cat dives into the container again and bites in the piece. You collapse on the floor, clutching your torso. You writhe around on the blood-streaked tiles, crying. Something's inside you just... Blood pours out from deep within you. Whatever that was felt important. And now it's probably gone too. It hurts. It hurts so much. Stop, please. You weakly try to reach up to the cat on the counter above you. Your vision blurs from the effort, from the pain, from the tears, from... Your eyes. Your eyes! You fall limply back to the floor. You're leaking blood all over. From all over. Your foot, your mouth, your insides, your eye sockets. You can feel your life fading away too. that's fine. If it means not feeling the pain of losing another part of you, then hopefully that Kate will take this time eating your eyeballs. It's time, and give you the time to just. Ending 10. You are what you eat. Das wird ja mittlerweile immer krasser. Gott, oh Gott, oh Gott. Gott, oh Gott, oh Gott. Ich muss erstmal kurz durchatmen. Wir essen später. You decide to hold off on food and do something else. So, wir haben sie jetzt gestreichelt, wir haben sie gefüttert. Spielen wir mit der Katze. Poor thing was probably bored, stiff sitting in that old box all day, just watching crowds of people walking by them, ignoring them. You can't just leave them alone as soon as you're home. A little interspecies socializing won't kill you, right? Ich sag das mal, bin ich zu laut. Oh, you just want some attention, don't you? You wanna play, huh? Okay then. What to play though? So. Speichern! Yarn, Laserpointer, Hide and Seek. Das klingt schon mal absolut nicht gut. So machen wir noch ein bisschen Garn. If every movie and cartoon involving cats that you've watched since childhood is to be believed, then you can deduce with almost absolutely certainty that cats freaking love yarn. Kann ich nicht so bezeugen. Probably. Oh. Oh! Wieso hat er überhaupt... Ja gut. Ist natürlich normal. Vielleicht mag der Protagonist ja es zu stricken oder so. Anders kann ich mir das nicht erklären, warum er sowas zu Hause hat. Oh Gott. Hoffentlich endet das jetzt nicht wieder so blutrünstig darin, dass ich irgendwie gegessen werde oder so. Ah. You unearth some from an old box in a hallway closet that's filled with knickknacks from various abandoned hobbies. You consider just handing the ball of bright red yarn out to the cat and supervising from the side, but that would defeat the idea of playing together, wouldn't it? You cut off a decent length of string from the ball of yarn and go back to the living room. Pass auf, dass die Katze das nicht frisst. Die sieht ja nicht so fasziniert aus. The cat is resting on the floor. It's not asleep, but when it looks up as you enter the living room, you feel like it could doze off right then and there. You will fix that. You smirk a little, confident with your surprise. And let a piece of yarn dangle just above the floor, pinched between your thumb and index finger. Nicht so süß, wenn es nicht so ein Monstrum wäre. The sudden shift in the cat's demeanor makes your heart start to beat a little faster. Its posture has barely changed at all. Just a subtle shift of the head and ears. A slight tension in the shoulders. A sharpness in the gaze as it locks onto the yarn dangling an inch above the floor. The cat could still pass as being almost relaxed, calm. And yet there's thick with its eagerness to lunge forward. Waiting for the right moment to strike. Wo sind deine Pupillen hin? You feel like you've just witnessed the awakening of the perfect predator. You're almost afraid of what will happen once you make the first move. But it will be you who makes the first move. You take a deep breath, relax your shoulders, and... Wackel, wackel, wackel. Yoink! The cat had lunged hints and you wiggle the yarn, but you're faster. It completely misses as you flick your wrist, making the yarn recoil out of its reach like a terrified snake. Having overshoot the landing in its eagerness, the cat stumbles and looks around as if shocked at its failed attack. You generously click your tongue to help reorient it. The cat whips its head around at the sound. You're slightly taken aback at the intensity of its stare on the yarn, but you persist. You wiggle the yarn again, encouragingly, and yes, maybe a little tauntingly. This time the cat anticipates the yarn's upward dodge and leaps up to swipe at it. Was you already once that had puppeting the yarn to dance gracefully out of reach once more. Also ich dachte ja eher, dass die Katze uns jetzt anspringt und uns irgendwie die Hand abreißt, anstatt dass sie den Strick trifft, aber naja. Hey, come on, you can do it! It's a little condescending, but you can't seem to help it. For some reason, it feels a little good knocking the feline down a peg or two. Pegging. At least it seems to be enjoying itself. You hope, anyway. You keep going. Oh, the paws! The beans! The cat's movements have gotten more aggressive. It must be getting frustrated. You could swear it nearly took a shot at your eye the last time it had jumped so high and erratically. You've been keeping the yarn in constant motion, afraid to slow down. Your wrist is starting to get tired. The cat doesn't seem to be losing any energy though. It's like it's getting faster and faster. Oh, flick. Der hat's mich erwischt. Your wrist finally cramps sharply, making you lose control of the yarn's motion as the tip of it brushes lightly against your stomach. Ah! Es musste ja schief gehen. Ah. Pain rips slow across your torso, into your torso. Blood pours out of your mouth. In the daze, you look down and see red blooming slowly along the bottom of your shirt around the tears in the fabric. You watch as long thick ropes of something pour out from under your shirt in the bloody heap on the floor at your feet. A single red streaked rope still hangs from you, connecting you to all that mess. You crumble to the ground and topple over onto your side. Your vision has gone blurry, but cat. You can just make out the shape of something small in the deep inky black as it walks over and inspects your intestines before it starts to giddily roll around in the mass of your bloody insides next to you. Darkness falls over you. The cat sounds happy. Nonsensically, you wonder where the yarn has gone, but there's really no need to worry about it. That cat seems content with the next best thing. Ending 11 at the end of your rope. Alter, es wird doch ein Ending ekelhafter als das letzte. Oh Gott. Oh. I think my laser pointer still works. Cats are curious creatures by nature. They're also natural hunters, sort of. Why not pass the time by letting the cat hunt after something it will never quite understand? That sounds a little mean when you think of it like that, but it's not like the cat will know anyway. Ignorance is bliss, or so they say. So you dig out your old laser pointer from your long gone dreaded days of group presentations in school. You flip it on and see that even after all this time the batteries still work. You get a little kick out of aiming it at a mirror hanging in the living room so it reflects off the glass, making a little red dot appear on your ear. Wieso bist du auch so dumm? The cat cautiously walks over, stopping every few steps to cast a look of suspicion at you. When it finally reaches you, it lightly presses a paw to your knee. It's like it's trying to catch the dot of red like as casually as possible. You manage to hold back a chuckle, not that it really matters. The cat isn't paying attention to you at all, entirely focused on the light now resting on top of its paw. Warum machst du das? You move the light a little higher above your knee. The cat reacts immediately, trying to pin the light down. While the next thing, you already moved it to the floor. Danke. The cat jerkily follows, attempting a more energetic pounce when you shift the red dot. Over here. Over there. And over there. By the couch. On the couch. The cat might be ignoring you, but you're certainly enjoying yourself. It's been a while since you've laughed this much. You're laughing so much, in fact, that you accidentally shift the red dot onto a lamp beside the couch. In its haste to get light, the cat leaps under the lamp, sending them both to the ground. Oh my gosh. Alter! Sieht nicht mal so süß aus wie zuvor. The cat is sitting in the middle of the former lamp's broken shards. Back hunched, its head whipping around back and forth as if in a panic. You quickly turn off the laser pointer and rush over. I'm so sorry. Are you okay? Are you hurt? Reach down to pick up the cat and check it for any injuries when... Ich wusste es. Oh, hey! The cat swipes at you, claws extended. It backs up and twitches away, making frantic half turns in various directions as if looking for something. Or waiting for something to appear. Oh, jeez, that really hurt, you know? You hold the hand with the scratch close to your chest. It's bleeding, but it's not too big. You're more annoyed than anything but. Immediately your annoyance starts to bleed into concern. You watch in shock as the cat starts to run around tearing at the carpet, the sofa, your armchair. You want to stop it, but you're afraid of getting in the middle of its rampage. You consider calling a vet for advice on how to calm it down, but for some reason, you feel like that wouldn't be a good idea. What happened to you? Is it an idea comes to you, or rather, a realization? You crest the laser pointer, aiming it safely right towards the floor, in the middle of the living room, thinking, hoping, that the cat would calm down if it found what it was looking for. You turn on the laser pointer. Meow. The cat's reaction is immediate. What? What? Nein. Hör auf. Böse Katze, böse Katze, böse Katze, böse Katze, sehr böse Katze. You screwed up. In a span of mere seconds, you watch as the cat spies the red dot from its perch on the shredded armchair, leaps high into the air, changes in the air, and slams down upon the dot on the floor with a weight and force that shakes the whole apartment, maybe even the whole building. You wonder dazedly how none of the other tenants have rushed over to complain about the noise. Yet, as you stare at the sight in front of you, yeah, Tollwut. The cat has somehow grown in size, eyes bulging and glowing, tail thrashing, teeth enlarged, bared and covered alarmingly in a bubbling froth. Its giant claws rip and shred through the carpet, through the floor, tiles, and even below them, ravenously trying to get at the red dot. Your hands are shaking. You don't know what to do. You feel trapped. You have to get away. Get it away from you. You slowly back up towards the door. The light moves with you. Instinctively, you flick the light away, this way and that. The cat stampedly so fast. Smashing through the TV, breaking the couch in half. Too fast. Bulldozing through the wall into the hallway. A chance. You turn, intending to bolt out of the door and never come back, but in your haste you forgot something. You forgot several somethings. You forget the laser pointer gripped like a lifeline in your hand. You forget the mirror is still miraculously hanging on the wall next to the hallway. The laser reflecting off of it, putting a small glowing red dot on the back of your head. And as you reach the door, you forget that it's locked. You don't even have the chance to turn around before the cat lunges all the way across the room at you. You're torn to shreds before you can even blink. Ending 12. Targeted. Ja, das waren wieder ein paar interessante Endings. Auch teils überhaupt nicht vorhersehbar. Also man hätte schon denken können, dass das Spiel mit dem Laserpointer und gerade mit dem Spiegel schief gehen würde. Also, naja, ein Schelm, wer Böses denkt. Gut, das war's dann auch für heute. Das Hide and Seek Ending heben wir uns fürs nächste Mal auf. Weil ich glaube, dass das etwas länger gehen wird. Das klingt jedenfalls so. Und ja, das war Part 2. Ich hoffe, es hat euch gefallen und bis zum nächsten Mal. Ciao!